30 seconds to focus.
Today's 10, right?
Okay, so thinking about being respectful. I was thinking about how being respectful fits. I think it fits a lot, like in everything that we do. But one of the things is we want to be a place where everybody can thrive. Okay, so thrive is like you do the best, absolute best that you can. Right? If you see one plant that has its flowers out and it's growing, it's nice and green, that plant is thriving. Right? You're getting at least 3s and 4s in everything that you're doing. You're probably thriving because you all have the capabilities of doing it. But one of the ways that we can help people to thrive is by treating them with respect. So if we feel disrespected a lot, then you can't thrive. Right? So that's one of those things as you reflect on your progress and stuff. Like, how are things going for you? Are you thriving? Are you doing the absolute best that you can? Or are you not? Is something in your way? And sometimes people are in our way. Sometimes our friends are in our way, if you can believe it. Sometimes we can have friends that are roadblocks that keep us from our goals. Sometimes. Hopefully not all the time, though. All right, main thing. Name 2 kinds of evidence that we talked about the other day. Let's go with Amelia.
Offset and mountains.
Okay, those are 2 good guesses, but when we talk about the idea that the continents were connected, yeah, hey.
The space between the plates.
I know.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Shape and the coffee.
Shape and fossils.
That
Shape and fossils. Eloise, you have a question? What is a fossil? Lisa C.
Like a rock that
Okay, a rock that used to be like an alive animal, something like that. That's pretty good, yeah. That's pretty good. Amelia, what did you want to know? Yeah, better to go like from the living to the rock. Because if we say a rock that used to be alive, that would be weird. It's like the rock is out there, like hanging out. Why can we use matching fossils on different continents as evidence of past plate motion? Malia. Yeah, and then like on the opposite side, like the dinosaur didn't swim across the Atlantic, right? It didn't swim across this huge ocean. Like the dinosaurs aren't swimming across the ocean from one continent to the other, so it looked like they were connected. Okay. Mariana, what can we now claim about the past continent positions? They were together. Julia, why is 2 pieces of evidence better than 1?
what is that for one? They support more your claim.
There it is. The more evidence we have, the stronger our claim is. Okay. Number 4 is that we can say that the continents were together, closer together.
What's the 5th one?
That it makes our claim stronger. The more evidence we have, the stronger it is. What do red blood cells do at a wound site? Let's see, Gabe. They form a clot. Awesome. That's their job, is to stop the bleeding.
That was like from like.
Yeah. I expect you to remember everything.
Years ago, right?
We're going to talk about ridge and seafloor evidence, about new evidence today. So that's the goal, you being able to explain that. All right, so success today looks a lot like yesterday. Observations, inferences. And we'll be doing more of a model about seafood than we did about the maps. All right, we got mid-ocean ridge, seafloor, crust, new crust, and spreading. Those are the vocab for today. There are our definitions and our questions. Vocabulary is still on that same page. Again, if you need more room, go to a new page. Question? Just stretching. Preparing yourself.
Are we still in Mars? Are we...
March? Like the yeah, we're in March. It's the 20th. I thought you meant the planet. And I was like, no. Now, somebody was asking if Mars has plates. I don't see why not. Is there no?
Which other planet has the ocean?
Oh, like water? We don't know any. We think some moons have waters, like Jupiter moons, but we don't know. We haven't found any water.
So in the plane that we found water, that's the plane.
The only place we know of where there's water is here. on Earth.
Yeah, but if we found one, so that would be the place that we.
Maybe. Depends on the area. Like right with? I don't know. Does anybody have some?
These ones doesn't have.
Go back extra right into it. Don't copy, think. Put some letters down, choose your words, do a quick drawing. All sorts of different ways that we can think in that problem. If nobody has an extra.
What? I have one.
Do you have one? That's it. Another 100 seconds. I'm gonna actually take a look at this back here. See
Is
what,
it like that the profundidad?
what are we looking at?
Tenemos examen.
De matemáticas.
Pero tenemos de tercero.
What is it?
Check in with your partner. What do you see? What do you notice? What do you think this is? Map of? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's starting? 0. What do we think? What are we looking at? Anybody having a thought? Yeah, Martine.
Like the red thing is crust.
Ah, maybe we're looking at crust. Okay, cool. Anything else?
No, years.
Ah, years. Where do you see that? So here. Ah, okay. So, what is older, purple or red? Purple. So purple's the oldest. So that's 280 million years old. Red is newer. So what are we looking at? New what?
Like around
Red is zero.
New crust, maybe. New floor. So this is the ocean sea floor. All right, and this is the different ages of it. Okay, so we can test the floor to see how old things are. And this is what we've noticed. Okay, this is what we've seen.
Like if you go far, the red become more.
yeah, it's like the red is starts, and then the farther away you go, the older it gets. So that's interesting.
So we look, where is the youngest sea floor? The red. So it's like grouped together, yeah?
This is the right in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. We have this kind of huge strip of it. We have some red over here.
Where is the oldest floor?
like out of where Africa is.
Up here, right? That's purple. There might be some purple around here.
In Canada, but in the exterior.
Yeah. I wonder why that's gray.
Blue.
This we're going to define as a ridge. What is the pattern to the right and to the left of the ridge? Oh, no, let me see. What do you see? Tell me what do you see to the right and left of the ridge? What do you see? You see a pattern?
It's like the pattern, the coast.
If we go this way and that way, does it look similar?
No.
Like the coloring?
Yeah.
If we look here at the ridge, and we look to the right of it and the left, and you look at the colors similar, like to the right and the left? It's similar, right? Okay, so something's going on there. And then we're going to talk about this pattern. Okay, so basically what's going on is that we have something called a ridge. So anywhere where we have, absolutely not. Anywhere we have like mountains, here I probably should have had this picture first. So anywhere where we have mountains underwater, okay, we have this big ridge, okay, where there's a gap in between.
That is bridge. The
Huh?
cup.
What's up?
The cup
Is the ridge, okay? And what's happening is you have all of this, what we call magma under the earth. Okay, so magma is part of the mechanism that is making the plates move.
What's made?
Okay.
What's made from?
What's up? What is the magma made from? It's liquid rock.
It's not lava.
Magma. Lava is at when it leaves the earth.
Yeah, but like
Inside the earth is magma, outside, be careful with that.
it's very hot, no?
Yeah, very hot. It's liquid rock. You just think about a rock and it being liquid, it has to be really hot. So we have magma that reaches the surface, and this is what's spreading the floor. All right, this is what's creating new seafloor. Is all of this magma is coming up, it's pushing the plates, and then it's turning into new floor. Simone, you had a question?
What is a volcano?
Ish. Probably not, because a volcano more has like a covering, and then that covering gets blown. This is always open. Okay, and it's always kind of leaking out. And this is what's pushing those plates.
That is underground.
Yeah, underwater. Right, so this is the ocean, and then at the bottom. So I mean, this is like really, really deep. Like this is not a puddle. Okay, this is very, very deep. And so we have the magma coming out. It's pushing everything. Okay, the closer we are to the ridge, the newer the crust is going to be. Okay, that's where the magma is coming out, making new land. Okay, almost all land. You think of Hawaii. Some class mentioned Hawaii. That was a different class. That was all formed, like islands are formed from lava. Right? There's volcanoes and the lava cools, and then that turns into land, and then that land gets soil on it and all that stuff.
That is full of volcanoes.
Yeah, Hawaii. Yeah.
Okay. So basically what we want to do too is kind of the same as yesterday. You know, we have observations, and then based on the observation we make an inference. Okay, so looking at the map, one thing I notice is I see, I know, the youngest seafloor, is next to the ridge. So again, anywhere where that red is building up, like here, definitely. Okay, ridge, we're not sure here because it's spreading, and then here it doesn't look like there's a ridge, but definitely here. Okay, we see that the newest floor is by the ridge. Okay, so I can think that something about the ridge is making new seafloor. All right. The other observation I can make too is at the oldest. So the oldest seafloor is, I guess, on the coast or farther away from the ridge. Is farther away from the ridge. And what can we infer from that?
That it's been spreading, right? So that seafloor used to be next to the ridge, and then it got pushed.
All right. So we can infer, it seems like that seafloor has been pushed from the ridge.
So again, same as yesterday, this idea about, why are we saying, calling people good boy too much? Any particular reason? It just sounded like you were saying the good boy thing.
But it's not real.
What's that?
It's more stuff.
I just bother him. You know, this wouldn't be a place to do that.
Okay.
I mean, if you really want to wait to bother him, break is fine. But I don't know if maybe wants to be bothered.
This is what I was talking about before, like being respectful of people.
Like, you know, it's all good. We can say we're just kidding. That's what I did. When I was in middle school, I figured out the power of just kidding. So I would say really mean things to my friend, and I'd be like, just kidding. But after a while, it got really old, and people were like, can you please stop doing that? And I was like, yeah, no, you're right. That's just me. Okay, so just because we're kidding doesn't necessarily mean that we can do it. Because we'll never know the internalness of someone. We won't know exactly how they're feeling. So it's always best to go on the side of kindness, right? Instead of just being mean and saying, it's a joke. Or no.
Cool. So I have my observations, I have my inferences from there, and from there I can start to build a model. So we have the ocean. I have kind of these plates. I have another plate here. And in between here, we're calling this a ridge. And then we have stuff coming up that is pushing the plates. And this boundary, we can say, is spreading.
Okay, so we had spreading, colliding, and sliding. And so this is what's causing the spreading, is that we have this new land being made and being pushed. So I can even say new land is here, and then old land over here. old, new. So we need to understand this is happening all the time underneath the ocean. And that is another reason we think, right, that the plates have been, or the continents used to be closer together, right, because of all this pushing. All this pushing.
Wait.
Where do we say new seafloor forms? What is the name of that landform? Where does new seafloor form? Talk to your partner real quick. Where? Where's the new? What is it called? Starts with an R. All right, 3, 2, 1, 0. Simone. Ridge. Perfect. So a ridge is where new seafloor forms. Next question. As you move away, does seafloor get older or younger as you move away from the ridge? Tomas, what do you think?
What?
As you move away from the ridge, is the floor getting older or younger?
Older.
Older. Yes, sir. Where is the new? No, that doesn't matter. It's the same as the other one. If we see that the pattern exists to the right and the left, is that more evidence or less evidence? More evidence. It's more evidence. If it was just on one side, we couldn't really say what was going on. Okay, bless you. But since it's both, it's better. Is the ridge moving or is the seafloor moving? Julio, what do you think? Is the ridge itself, is that moving across the ocean, or is the land moving, or the seafloor moving? The seafloor. So the ridge creates more seafloor, pushing it. Okay, the ridge is not moving. Write down 3 things to remember from the lesson. How do you write? 3? Huh? Ridge? R-I-D-G-E.
This is good. I like.
No, it's good.
We're getting there. All right, let's do 3 questions, then we'll take a break. Simone, here.
The sea is older than the world.
Is the ocean older than the land?
No, the land is older than the ocean.
Well, I think what we believe is that the ocean was there first,
So,
and then land was being created by like volcanoes and stuff.
but why?
But then again, there would have to be land under the ocean, right?
So,
So there was always land, so here, so probably what it is, we have land, and then water collected on top of it, like that's the seafloor, and then like the land that we live on and continents, then that was made. Does that make sense?
There is need to be land to be a volcano.
What's that?
There is need to be land to be a
New land, so new land is always being created, either down with the magma turning the rock, but also like volcanoes can make new land. Simone, yeah.
so, I don't know, I forget.
What happens if like if the ridges like and what goes on that makes new earth stops working?
What if that mechanism stops? I think we're all in control.
Is that what happens? No, it should be land. The volcano needs to be land.
It needs to be on land, the volcano? Is that, are you asking, or what, that's your question? There's some volcanoes underwater, and then the volcano erupts, and then that lava goes out, and then it turns into land, and that's an island. So if you look at like,
Oops.
How do you know what to look for?
I mean, I'm just wondering. I wonder if there's like a. I mean, like all of this is Hawaii, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So like this was under water, and then I think it got built up. So like before it was like really low, and then it would erupt, and then the volcano grows, and then it erupts again, and it grows again, and it erupts and erupts and erupts until finally it gets above the water, and then it starts making islands. I think. And then what an atoll is. Right? Okay.
and then you have these like cool things called atolls that are like islands, but this is a volcano right there. And so the volcano is making the atoll, which is an island. So a lot of stuff
Is
that's
it like the place where it's the deepest
A lot of that is
in the
happening.
world?
That
What's
is
up?
probably like the Bahamas.
Yeah, probably.
Right, that thing is like the deepest thing in Earth.
What's up?
Like that was the thing, the deepest thing on Earth. That hole.
No, I don't think so.
And then in the last 24 hours, we've had 73 earthquakes.
Insane.
Yeah. 73 that are plus 2.5 or above.
In Bogota.
Ah, yeah, so there was one. A small, I don't know how big was that.
There was one that was 9.8 in Ilocos Casas, Alaska.
4.5, so that's a pretty, that's, probably they felt
What
that.
was the biggest earthquake of yesterday?
Of yesterday?
I think the one in that Iceland.
6.6? Down here.
In where?
Down here. To the south of, almost on
But
Antarctica.
that is like a normal earthquake. Not a massive one.
It's not massive, but that's in the last 24 hours.
That's
So this is all the earthquakes. Again, you see most of them are on borders, right? Boundaries? Yes, sir.
If there no will be volcanoes, it don't create
Land?
Mr. Larry,
We don't think so. We think most land came from
every
lava.
earthquake is on the plates.
Yeah,
On the line of
On the boundaries. Most of them. This one I don't know.
Yeah.
This one up here maybe not. But most of them will be on the boundaries.
And there it shows the place.
Yes, sir.
What's
Ma'am.
like the hardest earthquake?
What's that?
What's like the hardest like earthquake?
Like ever?
Yeah.
I don't know, 9 point something maybe?
Oh,
We can look.
So one at 9.4. Like 50.
9.5.
What?
9.5 is the strongest one ever. And that was in Chile. Also known as in 1960. Alright, let's go on break.
Pero mira que yo también tenía uno. Tengo dos.
¿Y de qué color es el auto? ¿De qué color es el auto? Mira, tiene mierda.
Uy, es rosa. Muy feo.
La rosadita es la mejor.
Mira, mira que yo también tengo. Voy a usar el del pitillo grande.
¿Ves? Es que
Voy a hacer una de casting. Voy a hacer una de casting. ¿Tienes o no? ¿Tienes? Dame un. Para que pueda hacer una de un poquito más abajo. Martini not cheesy. What?
It's a pretty
Bad things to say.
damning accusation.
Look at this one, like, look at this one. We have something like not fat but not small, but like goes in but not like super so much. Ooh, this one.
You can have it.
Really? Okay, thank you.
Jerónimo.
Oye, me dio un lapicero, Mr. Light. Mira, este está re. Dame el verde. Can you give me tape, please? A little bit of tape, like about this long.
In a moment. Not right now.
Oh, you get a jar.
Oye, mira, Tommy. Se le va a pegar un lápiz.
Alright, so for today's work, it's very similar to what's up?
Oye, me regalas uno.
Yesterday,
O este.
but Travis says you go during break. It doesn't make a lot of sense to wait through the week and then do.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So we're making two observations about the seafloor. You're then gonna do two inferences based on that. What's the difference between observation and inference? What's the difference between observation and inference?
All I inference is the one you use.
Which one is factual, the observation or the inference? The observation is a fact. This is what I factually see. My inference is kind of my best guess about what it means.
Okay, so we have observations and we have inferences. From there we make a claim, okay, we can now have a stronger claim, we have more evidence, and we make a model. If you happen to like write down all the stuff that I did during the lesson, what should you do now? Are you finished?
No.
No.
No, why not?
Because no.
No, it's not because no, why? Huh?
What?
Right, you gotta cover it up and do it on your own.
Yeah.
Okay, because if you just copied what I did, like you might not know what you're doing. So you gotta cover it up and then think about it. So then I would expect to see it twice in your notebook. And again, you're not necessarily supposed to copy what I'm doing, you're supposed to listen and pay attention, all that good stuff. Okay, map is up there to use. Here are the instructions. We have about 15 minutes to do the work, plenty of time to get through all three things.
What are inference?
Inference is our best guess about what we're looking at. So make an observation, I think, what does that mean?
Ese no me va.
What happened? Oh, three.
No.
There must be an extra one somewhere.
You're only three.
I know. I must have put an extra somewhere, so I'll give it to somebody. It's very pungent, nail polish. It's a lot. I don't like some, this doesn't have nail salon, everybody. It's a classroom.
What?
There are classrooms that are nail salons, like you go to beauty school and learn how to do that stuff. I don't know if that exists.
¿Y el cuál? Sí, todas cambió, no sé cuál.
No graduation. Cosmetology school in the States. That you can go. You learn how to cut hair, do makeup, do fingernail paint, all that. And then that's your job.
And you go to that school?
Did I go to that school? I cut my own hair, but
What?
that's because I just shave it. No, I don't know how to do makeup. That is a pretty AI job. I think robots cutting our hair would be very uncomfortable. And they also say being a hairdresser is one of the best jobs in the world.
What?
One of the happiest jobs. Because you get to talk to people, you make people their day if they look good, and if they get a bad haircut, they just leave and never come back. So you never actually know if they hated the haircut.
No, you just say I don't like it and you don't pay.
Mr. Lex, I see it, but I don't know how to do it.
You don't know how to what? Write down what you see, two observations. East, it depends. So, excuse me. But mostly when you're looking on a map, on this map, this direction is east. But like this is still east of, you see what I'm saying? It depends on where you start. But east is to the right, and west to the left, north is up, and south is there.
Like literally use all my
right.
skill.
We got that first one in a long time.
Yes. My sister has like a whole week of
Why can you not tijeras? Mi sola tiene que abrir tijeras.
About 10 minutes.
Ay, yo quiero ser tu hermana.
And then what do you infer about that? We have observations. What? 9?
¿Cómo se dice viejo?
Old. Yeah, working on levels right now. So that seems to be one observation, not two. Again, if you can see a pattern in it, it's more powerful than words. Yeah, we went through it. You can say the red is. Let's also talk about like location, like where is it? What happens the farther you get away from the ridge? What? 8 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 minutes. You got it. This too shall pass. Huh? Need one? Hey, get them all. And your plane could be about the seaboard, your plane could be about the continent. Your choice at this point.
How many people? 7.
7 minutes. Ooh, sorry. No, until we're done with this, then we'll have a discussion, then we'll do main thing, then we'll do trivia, get going. Yes, sir.
How many turkey total?
Until the end of class, 19 minutes.
19.
Yes, 9.
One thing to add is like new and old. Let's not paint our fingernails in class. That would be an out of class activity. Good one. It's a nice out of
So now
class
we're gonna do
activity.
like a model about
You
like.
should be going, let's go.
Yes, yes, yes.
Let's go.
Are we gonna do like a model? Can we make like a model like with plastilina?
We're gonna do something like that in the next class.
But why am I making
Here I
this?
put piece of jam.
When we go to that,
We can start next week. You'll also, a new grade will present your notebook. I'll record that.
When's the next summer?
Next summative would be after Simone Summit. Next assessment would be next day. Farther? Farther. Farther is distance, further is like if I say I've grown distance from someone that's further. FAR and then THER. This just looks like a huge distraction today. So
No, I
you're gonna do
mean-
this work later. It is being recorded, so that's fine.
Yes, yes, yes. I do not have a problem with that.
For about 4 or 5 minutes.
Do you know where it is a ridge?
The ridge, I mean, this is definitely a ridge.
But how you know?
This, like how do humans know? Like we've looked down there, like submersibles and stuff.
That is what?
in that part, like when you sit down everywhere, like this one and that one.
There?
When you
You can come up here.
In top there. No, like more than more in here. In that red thing.
Here?
Yes, that is a river.
No, this is this is the seafloor. It's the bottom of the ocean. What were you asking? Is it water?
That in colors is what?
That's the seafloor. That's the ground. That's on the bottom of the ocean. So again, anywhere you're in the ocean, you go down, you'll run into the ground at some point.
But what time is it?
10:44. 3.5 minutes.
I did my house.
Pero es 15 minutos.
Because then it's gonna be like so enredado. They need to be even used.
Mr. Light,
Yeah. What's up?
like, I don't understand, like, that they were used before.
Simón, va con un pelín.
Does this idea improve our thoughts from yesterday? Like when you add it to add like the fossils and the shape, does this support the idea that the continents are moving apart?
Mr. Light, how much does it takes to go to the moon?
How much it takes to do what?
To go to the moon?
To go to the moon? Like how long? A few days.
You never know.
Only days.
I think it's to the moon, yeah, for sure.
How much days?
I don't know. We can find out.
1 month.
1 month. I think it has to be quicker than that.
Like 1 weekend, no. 1 year. 1 year. 4 days. You can't investigate.
That can be like.
This is not an investigation. Anything that you can type into the internet just tells you that's not an investigation.
Mr. Light, don't tell us, and that can be like a trivia question. Like how many?
3 days.
I almost forgot it.
3 days. It'll take 3 days. What is that? Spread boundary. I mean, that would be the same, right? You've never seen Apollo 13? That's a good movie.
What is the most lejos planeta that we know?
The sun.
That's not.
Like that we've seen, like seen through the telescope?
That we know about.
That's part of our solar system, or that's part of the universe? Solar system, it would be Uranus.
How much days?
Long time. Years. I would think so.
But we can get there.
I mean, humans? At this point, we don't know how to do that. But that's what Elon wants to do. Mr. Musk.
He's dumb.
He's dumb?
Very.
I don't know if you can call him dumb.
He's a politician.
You can disagree with his policies and what he's doing, but to call him dumb.
He has enough money like to make
Privately
another
built
planet.
rockets that go and like land. Have you ever seen the rockets land? Have you seen that or no?
No. Like the goat.
But his rockets that he built, like they take off and then they go and then they fall through the sky and then the rockets start going again and then it lands and then they can reuse it again. Have you seen that? Like that is bonkers. But he figured that
Has
out.
a lot of money.
But he also figured that out. Like a lot of people have had a lot
My
of money.
dad
and
was
they
in
don't do
an
that.
entrevista
So
and
yes.
he said that like
But to
one
be
of his
stupid, like,
friends are
dumb
gonna
is
do
not
like
right.
a Pikachu.
Is that like a Pikachu?
Yeah, he wants to try.
All right, so if we're looking at models, one thing I noticed, make sure you write that the land is newer, closer to the ridge. We should have spreading going on, right? That's being pushed. Yeah, I didn't put pushed. Right, this is getting pushed. We have the new land coming up. All right, so this is something that we do need to understand and be able to do, is create these models. Okay? What is the pattern when we look at the seafloor? Let's see. Nicoletta, what's the pattern? Squiggly. What's the pattern? What do you mean squiggly? When we think about new seafloor and old seafloor, what's the pattern? The newer seafloor is where?
It's deeper? Good guess. Juanita, what do you think? New seafloor and old seafloor. Where's the new and the old?
The old seafloor can be like deeper. And
Deeper? That's what Nicola was thinking too.
Or
Myron.
the new cross or whatever is closer to the bridge.
Closer to the ridge. So Nicola, what is it?
Closer to the bridge.
So newer is closer, older is farther. The farther away we go from the ridge, the older the land is. At this point, our main claim is that the seafloor is expanding. Okay? We can attach this to our evidence from yesterday.
So like Earth grows.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, there's more land being created, things are spreading farther apart.